see straight away where we are. Look at no, instantly. This is the boys' entrance that we're seeing here. I can remember thinking, look, it was like a castle to me. It was so formidable. It held a lot of joy and fears for me, like all children, I expect. Oh, Mrs. McGush. Oh, 50 years ago. And she's still alive today, Whitchurch in Cardiff. This teacher is the most prominent in my mind. Her name was Olwyn McGush, M-I-K-U-Z. And she had just married, and her name was Olwyn Francis. I can see her teeth, her nails, her hair, her eyes, everything about her. She always had matching twin sets and grey worsted skirts. And she was beautiful. She must have struck a real chord with me because she's vivid in my memory. She was the art teacher, and she sort of brought out the best in me. I felt at ease with her, and I liked her, and I could relate to her. And one instance was a naughty boy at the back of the class, and her wit sharp as could be. And she said, "Oatridge, if I tell you one more time to sit down, sit down." And he said, "I got a handle to my name." And she said, "So have the mugs in Woolworths, now sit down." Oh, she had a fragrance about her. She was special. She must be well over 80. I sent her a Christmas card last year, and I told her all my feelings. I just said that I was a pupil in her class in the 50s, and I have happy memories. Mr. Burgate, the headmaster, and Mr. Reynolds, the teacher. There he is, he's passed on now. And this was the maths teacher, the one who frightened me to death. Because I was very poor at the subject, he'd have me out on the blackboard, and he said, "Come on, Pat, show us how to do it. You can do it." And I was top of the class, but I knew I couldn't follow a career involving any kind of figures. So I would be 15. I must have been towards leaving school in 58. That's Gloria Lloyd. Her husband's Polish. Don't recognise that young girl. And I don't remember this. Carol Jones, look, Margaret Wilshire, and she lives in the street in front. 28 Leslie Terrace, Llangollen. So this is my class. I know that boy too, he was in my class. I know this boy, his name is Michael John, formerly of Trehavod. Don't remember any of that. And that young man there is called Terry Burr. T-E-R-R-Y-B-U-R-R, Terry Burr. Oh, these are my paintings, are they? Wait a minute now. These are my paintings. Guto and his Bran is my painting. They're my paintings. That's my painting. And this one's my painting, and where he's collapsed at the end. That might be mine, and that might be Gillian Doughty's. He was my co-artist. I painted that. I think I painted that too. I can tell it's my type of tree. When the teacher tells you something about a local hero as a child, you're full of awe and you want to hear more about it. And she was very descriptive and colourful. I was involved then in the art, and then she asked me and my friend if we'd illustrate it. And it was me and my friend who lives in Ystrad Mynach now, and I'll be telling her on the phone tonight now. His body was in a different direction to what I had locked in my mind. I had him in a collapsed state with people sort of supporting him. I didn't copy it off anything, I know that. It came out of my head. I liked painting portraits and faces. That's what I liked doing the best. Never kept anything. I didn't excel in it. I remember feeling very, very uneasy when we came over here as a class and walking amongst these gravestones and everybody looking for his name and nobody recognised it because it was his full name, not the name that people knew him as Guto. Griffith Morgan of Nice Bran. 1737. Gillian Pugsley, look. Oh, it's so familiar to me. Oh, it's so familiar. Everything was very big to me as a child, and I remember the guard around the stove and the doors there, the doorways, so familiar. I can hear them swinging. They used to swing, and they had big, large brass handles, and that was Mrs. Mickush's room. The smell of it, the essence of it, that's what I feel in my senses. The whole essence of the school. Yes, a smell of clay and crayons and wood and milk. Because the milk crate, we were having milk then, you see, quarter pints of milk. Cropped haircut there, the headmaster. Through that headmaster there, he thought he'd channel me in the right direction, so me and another girl went up into his room, and he had 2 typewriters there, and he said, now look, if you want to be a secretary, this is how you start. And then I can remember him putting the paper in, but he had no idea with the layout of the keys and that. I was just dunk, 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 dunk. And he said, do you think you'd like it? And he sort of put my name down in the commercial school, which was about 2 or 3 miles up the road. So I spent 2 years there then, and I went on to work in an office then. I don't remember any of this. I think this would have stayed in my memory, this event, with these public figures. It would have. It's just after my time, I think. And I feel I remember them saying that your pictures were on display. I remember somebody telling me that, those words. Oh, it's interesting. Food for the memory.